It's Wednesday! The challenge this week was to draw a self-portrait, so let's give it a shot.
Future, you always tend to deny my request of trying to gain the best from my life. Love, why do you always do this to me? Always making me feel guilty of the choices I make, of the choices I make. But baby, do you see my eyes? I'm about to cry. Disappointment. And family. I want no more pressure. I want to find you.
So, I feel like the amount of fail I have exerted with this picture could not be exemplified enough with the one word fail. So I had to draw it on the shirt, and I didn't have a black marker, so this is what I would look like if I were an 82-year-old emo kid. I think it is evident that I have found myself calling, and that is in art. I clearly express myself in a manner that is not of this natural world. Fondest memory. Clearly this question is going to be a tiny bit easier for me since I came up with it first. But I guess that's going to be like that with everyone, I guess, whenever they come up with their own questions, so I don't think it's a big deal. Whenever I was little, my dad would be the one who would bring me to get my hair cut whenever it would be getting too long. And this was kind of our, father-son way of bonding. And it was always really great because I knew that whenever I was going to get a haircut, there was always one thing that we would do afterwards that I looked forward to the most. The place where I got my haircuts at, it was called Fantastic Sam's. It was right next to a Sonic drive-thru, as opposed to a Sonic eat-in restaurant. Of course, at a Sonic drive-thru. We would drive up, and sometimes we would get out, but most of the time we'd stay in the car, but that didn't really matter. It would always be during happy hour that I'd be done. I'm trying to save some money. I would always get two things whenever we got to Sonic. That would be a Route 44 slobber. I would always get a Route 44 I would always get a Route 44 strawberry slush, and I would get an order of mozzarella sticks because that was, that was like my reward, and it was something that me and my dad always did up until I was 10. So that's something I've always remembered from my childhood, which seems like a really weird thing to remember, but it was always just an interesting experience. That's all for this week, and thanks for watching.